Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is going to be my first ever video. It's super exciting. I did my version of a holiday glam, so if you want to see how I achieved this, then keep on watching. Alright, let's get into this holiday glam. I did my eyebrows off camera and I sculpted out underneath, and then I figured we can go right into the eyeshadow. So first I'm actually going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer and we gotta prep these lids. And I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush from Morphe, this guy right here, and just kind of pat this eyeshadow base all over. I also actually like to take a little bit of this underneath my eyes as well to prep for any liner or shadow that might be happening. And we are primed and ready to go. For eyeshadow day, I'm actually going to go in with the Morphe 35M. That is this guy right here. So I'm going to start with the shade Play It Cool, and I'm going to go in with a MAC 224 brush, which is like a fluffy crease brush. And we're going to take a ton of that color. Make sure that your eye base is not creased up in your eye. And with really light pressure, I'm just going to go right into the crease. So this is going to be like my version of a holiday glam, so we'll see where this takes us. When in doubt, blend it out. Alright, so now that we got like a good little like kind of transition action going on, now I'm gonna go, we're gonna go right into Candy Crush with that same brush, just a little bit lower, and we're gonna like really buff this out. It's actually really pretty. I've never used this palette before. This is like my first time using it, but I looked at it and I know that they've come out with like a ton of holiday palettes, but this one just screamed holiday to me. Looks even to me. So now I'm going to go into the shade FOTD with a Sigma little shader brush right here. We're going to pack that all over the lid. When you get up to your crease color, just kind of tap in like little circles, and it's going to help diffuse that color into the rest of it. That is a red smoky bitch. Oh, my eye's betraying me. It's starting to water. Nightmare. I'm just going to go back to my very first brush, my little 224, and I'm just going to, no additional product, run over the edging of that just to make sure everything is well diffused. So I'm going to go into the shade Sparks Fly with my little 217 brush or MAC. Do you like how I'm using Halloween mirror and it's for like a holiday little Christmas video? So I'm going to take some of that dark brown and I'm just going to deepen up this outer corner. Staying like right at that very outer edge. Our little V formation. Ugh, that's the stuff. So there's a black in this palette called Black Magic, and I'm going to like just barely touch it with the same brush. And I'm gonna literally hold it perpendicular to my eye, right in that outer V, and I'm just gonna kind of wiggle it, not even picking up the brush, just to give it that little bit more depth. There we go. Coming along here. Now I'm going to go into the shade Light of the Party, and I'm going to use my little Chanel number 19 brush. I know, she's a bougie queen. Light of the party. And I'm going to like put this in my inner corner and like buff it out like crazy. Almost like up to the brow, like up and out, like really making sure that it's... Because everything else is going to be matte except we're going to use some glitter, I think. Now for my lower lash line, my shadow always kind of moves around. I have super oily skin, eyelids, everything. So whenever I do shadow, I always like to do a corresponding color of eyeliner first. So I'm going to go in with the NYX retractable Off Tropic Pro Liner in the shade Bamboo. I don't know if you can still get this. I know there was like a summer collection that they did with this, but I'm going to take this, I'm going to run it all underneath my eye. Something like that. Now this liner tends to set pretty quickly, so I'm going to go right in with a little pencil brush. This one's by Sigma, and I'm just going to buff it out. Alright. Green is becoming like one of my favorite colors, and I've always hated it, and like in the past like maybe a year or two I've been obsessed. Like Jeffree, is the next blood sugar palette family going to be greens? Ooh. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Express Yourself with my little Sigma shader brush right here. I'm just dipping the tip of the brush in. Cat hair. And holding it vertically and running it along that liner. And now we're going to go in with Green with Envy with the same brush. And I'm going to place it on the outer corner underneath. Bringing it maybe halfway. Next up, liner. I love NYX liner, so now I'm going to go in with the Epic Ink liner from them. This is part of their holiday collection actually, so it has like the special gold packaging. It's like a little felt tip. So I'm going to line the eyes and I'm going to do a wing. When you're doing wing liner and you're just like, just gonna clean it up with concealer. It'll be fine. Just kidding, I have makeup wipes. Okay, so now that we have our liner, I had an idea with the glitter that we're gonna like use gold glitter on the inner corner, and then we're also gonna trace underneath the wing liner. It's gonna be great. So I'm going to use MAC glitter and literally just the shade Gold. And then I'm going to use my Lit Cosmetics Clearly Liquid Glitter. I don't know how to... There we go. So I'm going to use a Japanesque 150 brush. And this is actually like a little silicone tip, so it's not gonna get messed up with the glitter glue. So I literally just open up my glitter glue and throw the cap and dip it into the glue and then dip it into the glitter. Then you get this lovely coating glitter, and it literally will go on like liquid liner. Lit Cosmetics, you did that. Alright, so now with that same brush, I should zoom you in. Hello. We are going to go right up underneath. Bam. Alright, so let's just repeat this on this side. Ooh, are we feeling ourselves? Alright, so we're going to take a little break from eyes and we're going to move on to the complexion. So I want the complexion to be like really glowy and smooth and just delicious. So I'm going to go in with MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance. And what this is going to do is it actually will help control my oil, but it's going to also make me glowy. I literally just apply this with my hands. Then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Timeless Concealer. Where is he? And this guy is very well loved. I'm going to take the tiniest bit here. And I'm going to put this on all the areas where I have pores. Foundation. I love doing the complexion. It's one of my favorite parts. So we're in with the Dior Air Flash. And what shade am I? Shade 100. You have to shake it really well. And I'm just going to spray right on my face. And I'm going to bounce that in with my beauty blender, or blend that in I should say. I love this foundation because you can build up the coverage as much as you want, but it's also like super skin-like and really glowy. Like, already. Ooh. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with the MAC Studio Fix Concealer. Shade NW15, because she's a pale motherfucker. We're gonna highlight. I love this concealer because it's like Tarte Shape Tape and the NARS Radiant Creamy had a baby. And they're two of my favorite formulas. So when this came out, I was like in heaven. Done. Just kidding. So I'm gonna blend that in with my beauty blender as well. Now just to set my concealer and the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics Translucent Powder. I will say, I'm not the biggest fan of all of her stuff, but this powder, it's like one of my new holy grails. So for underneath my eyes, I'm actually going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to literally dip like right into it. And we're going to press this right up underneath the eyes. And I also like to pack this into my nose too, where I get really oily. We are matte. Now with a big fluffy brush, this is a Marc Jacobs number 1. I'm gonna pick up the teeniest little bit of this. And just kind of dust it all over the rest of the face. Now for bronzer, I'm going to use the Park Princess from Tarte with my MAC 150 brush and bronze up this face. We have a little bit more color now. So for blush, I'm going to go in with the new NARS Star Scene blush palette. Like, oh, she's so pretty. So I'm actually going to take both these shades and mix them and use that as my blush. Oh, blush is like one of my favorite products. So glowy. Okay, so I lied. Blush is not my favorite. Highlight's my favorite. So sticking with the holiday theme, I thought I'd break out the Star Dipped Face Compact from MAC. Super beautiful packaging. Comes with 4 shades. I'm going to go in with this guy right here, and that is actually Oh Darling. So it is a permanent shade of theirs. Maybe I'll top it with a little bit of this guy too. It has some pink reflect in it. Use my little Sigma highlighting brush. Starting with Oh Darling, I'm going to put this over the whole top of the cheekbone. Oh, like, are you kidding? It's beautiful. The way that reflects, I can't. So now I'm going to do above the arch of each brow. So we look nice and cohesive and kind of glowy all over. But I avoid the center of the forehead because I think that makes me look oily. And then I'm going to do the bridge of my nose. Bam. Do the Cupid's bow. Oh. And now, just because this is just not enough highlight, apparently, I'm also going to go in with the shade Snow Flushed, which is this guy right here. And I don't know if you can really see it, but it actually reflects pink. It has like these micro pearls in it. It's a lot, so I'm just going to dip very lightly into it. We're just going to go on the very high point. Only going to use that one on the actual cheekbone though. Alright, so complexion is pretty much done. I'm going to wait to set it with setting spray. I'm going to pop on some lashes and some mascara real quick, and I will be right back. Bam! We got ourselves some Miamis on, or faux mink Miamis. I love them. They are my favorite lash of all time. So now all we have left is a lip. And when you think holiday, you think red lip. So obviously I need to do a red lip. So I'm going to go in with Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Wifey. I'm dipping in again. And the third time. Okay, I see you, girl. I feel like I kind of want to add gloss to this, so let's see what I have. I'm going to go in with the Jouer Rose Gold Lip Topper. So pretty, and Smells like the most amazing vanilla frosting that you could ever eat. Like, I feel like I could literally... That is what I'm talking about. Let's finish up with some setting spray. We'll be good to go. Alright, so that is it for my version of a holiday glam. It's like a little grungy, a little glam. It's exactly what I think of when I think of holiday makeup. It's just big and festive and fun. Now, this is my first video, so if you like what you see, I have like tons of different ideas, so if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. And if there's anything else that you guys want to see that you're like, I wonder if he would do this, or maybe I want to see how to do this, just let me know down below in the comment section, I guess. And I guess that's it for this video, so peace out.